Petavalue, a mature and fair consensus protocol to bring the second blockchain wave.
Thank you. I'm Philip. I'm from Petavalue. You'll maybe ask, what does the word peta mean? Peta is bigger than a trillion. 1,000 trillion. It's like giga, tera, peta. Now, what do you say? What does the peta mean? The peta actually means I can have a network of nodes that is so huge. And not only that, I can also propose the speed, not just 100K TPS, but maybe 10 times that, or 100 times, or maybe more than that. And the word value means that we, for the first time, base the blockchain on real intrinsic value. But you say, how is that possible? You cannot have the speed and the massive network and the value. Surely it is possible. You have just to think about the consensus. Let's go to the next one. Currently, what actually has happened in our the consensus are very important. Currently, on the blockchain, the whole blockchain are very secure and the technology around us, but the consensus are not so thought out. It's like a childlike, immature game theory they have had. So as you think on how the consensus must be improved, the consensus, we can really do something to improve the speed and the capacity and many other features. So therefore we propose a second wave, just changing the consensus. Let us just, so surely this is just some of the problems. The current blockchain has actually centralized. The speed are slow, and we have so much regulations, ICOs, exchanges, whatsoever are regulated. So we have to solve that problem that the regulation cannot catch us. The incentive model is too simple, one winner, one moment in time, and most of the proof of work is useless work. We need the physical value as a base, and then it's also of other things which we can prove on. So the first thing, the proof of work has only one winner. We have to miner. We have to say everyone must be a miner, not just a couple of three. If you take Bitcoin, you have three major miners that can have nearly more than 51% of the network. So they have centralized. Why? Because the other miners, they also do work, but only the winner can actually be rewarded. So the other miners eventually get out from the network. If you have validators, they actually get no incentive, so they eventually move away from the network. So the point we make is that all miners must be rewarded in their measure of their computing power. So the purpose is actually that we have to build a hardware infrastructure so that we can take advantage of all the sorts of data content and future major applications. Because if you have not a powerful infrastructure of data centers, currently only Google, Facebook, and all the big companies, they have data centers. The normal users like we have just little cell phones, and the computing power is surely one of the major structures which have value. So let's just go to the next one. So this is the first thing. Everyone actually must be there. So the second point, they only take one moment in time. So most of the time, the miners are busy, the computing power are busy fighting each other to get a coin. What about all the other value we actually have to add to the network? So this has to do with the scalability. So we say not just one moment in time, but a long-term test you have to make. And the long-term tests are already determined. And you take normally the score of the miner's computer power, and that score actually can actually bring a hierarchy structure. Just go to the next.
We're out of time.
Out of time. All right.
It's a 4 minute, and then I'm going to start with the Q&A.
All right.
We're done. We're done.
All right.
You're done.